All right, let's get into the overall of Jamaica. The fact that Shayla, you picked stuff that you and Anthony were not gonna do, and then y'all making excuses. Please stop making excuses. This is why I don't do excuses. Cause ain't nothing but BS. You just didn't want to do it. You thought it was gonna be one way, and it ended up being something completely different than what you thought it was gonna be. Like I said, it is crazy how people sit up here and think that when it comes to doing certain things that you didn't do your research. It just shows that Shayla did not do her research when it came to booking this trip. She did not do her research at all as far as things to do. All she wanted to do was spend money. Now, I do like the fact that she did, show him that she actually really does love him and that she really does care about him. So I'm not going to sit up here and say that Shayla does not care about Anthony. I am not going to say that at all because she does. I just feel like that at the same time, I feel like that she basically is trying to one up Amber, but if you got the man, it shouldn't even be mattering as far as this situation is concerned about Amber. Amber shouldn't even be on your brain. You got the man. So why are you worrying about her if you got the man? If you got the man, then it shouldn't even matter about the fact that, what Amber got going on or what Amber is doing. At the end of the day, Amber is sitting up there worrying about y'all. So if anything, you should be gloating by the fact you got the man instead of you worrying about whether or not he's gonna marry you or not. You need to try to get him to go ahead and go through with that divorce is what you need to do. So I get it. I understand. Don't think for a moment that I don't, because I do. But at the end of the day, like I said, I just feel as though when it comes to this situation that basically Shayla needs to understand that you better continue doing what you're doing and catering to that man's big ego, because the minute that you don't, he gone. So the fact that Candace and Chase ended up there on that thing, that right there says a lot. But the fact that, Candace and them got up there on that zip line, I ain't mad at them, honestly. Go ahead on, Candace and Chase. Do your thing, Woody. So the fact that they got up there and they did what they did, I ain't even upset about it. They did what they did. They got up there and they stood on business. They had a great time, and that's just it on that. So, I ain't mad at it. But Candace, when you come back, you got some explaining to do. Cause Amber know that you was over there. And Amber is pissed and she is angry. So in the end, like I said, I pray to God that you're going to be able to handle this situation, because this ain't going to be good for you. Because when you come back, Amanda may not be working for you because you was over there with, you was over there. So I hope it was worth it. I really do. I hope that it was worth it, because if it ain't, you're going to be screwed. So I really hope that it was worth it, and that you going over there on that trip, I hope it was worth it. I really, 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 really do. Because if it wasn't, it ain't going to be good when everything hit the fan. So like I said, I understand. You went because, you were under the assumption that, it was just going to be you and Chase lied to you. But it's not going to be Chase that's going to be dealing with the aftermath. It's going to be you. You the one that's going to deal with the aftermath of the fact that Amber and all of them going to turn their backs on you. You're going to be the one that's going to deal with the fact that that's going to also show up when it comes to that girl you working with. Because that girl that you working with don't like Shayla either. And if it come out that you up here, with that girl, that is not going to be good for you at all. So I hope for your sake that, you can deal with everything that come with it. I really do. Because if you can't, this ain't going to be good for you. Now, as for Wayne meeting that girl's mama and her cousin, I am so glad he put them in their place. I am so glad that he put them in their place and told them absolutely not that you're going to sit up here and disrespect my baby mama. I love the fact that he did that. that he told them, I don't even know what made you decide to go over there in the first place. What made you decide to take your butt over there and disrespect his baby mom, knowing he got to be the one to hear about it? So I do not blame him at all for letting them know that they were wrong. And I love the fact that he caught them when they said, well, you got a reputation. He said, what does my reputation got to do with my child? My child has nothing to do with what it is that I do. Just because I did what I did does not mean my son is going to be like me. If anything, I want my son to be better than me. And I loved the way he handled that and put them women in their place, because they should have never went over there and disrespected that woman in the first place. They're wrong for that. So I am glad he put them in their place, and I am so glad that he told them, absolutely not. No, you're not going to sit up here and disrespect the mother of my children. So I'm glad he did that, and that's exactly what he needed to do. So I'm so glad that he did. So, yeah, I don't blame him at all. So, I'm glad that he did it, and I'm glad that he let them know that, no, you're not going to disrespect the mother of my kids. As for Mike, Mike is Mike. Ain't nothing else to say. We can keep talking about Mike all day long. Mike is going to continue to be Mike all day long. He ain't going to learn nothing. He's still going to blame everybody else except the mirror. And he going to continue to do the nonsense he's been doing. So, I'm over at this point. So, Mike is going to continue to be Mike regardless. Natasha, just go ahead and end your relationship with Charles and go ahead and go home and just be with Kendrick holiday. You want Kendrick, and that's just it on that. Don't sit up here and act like you don't. You want Kendrick. That's just it. You do. You want Kendrick. I don't know why you just want to admit that you want Kendrick, but you do. You want Kendrick. So go ahead on and just admit to it. Go over there and have a conversation with Kendrick. Let Kendrick know that you want to be with that man, and just call it a day. Ain't no point in trying to hide it at this point. You want Kendrick, and that's just the way it is. And if that's what you want, then that's what you should have. So I ain't mad at it. Just go ahead and be honest and tell that man the truth instead of wasting that man's time. You want to be with Kendrick, and that's just it on that. Just tell him. Tell him that you want to be with Kendrick, and let it be that. So I don't see nothing wrong with you telling him that. I don't see nothing wrong with you being honest with him about the situation. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth, stand the devil. As for the situation with old girl and Idris, what's his? I don't even know the man's name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that Flawless is dating. You gonna go over there and talk to the man that she's messing around with. Wait till you find out she's messing around with father and son. That's gonna be really, really interesting. But here's the kicker of it all. She don't know that they're related. So I can't even hold, Flawless to that. She don't know that they're related. But the question is, does he? Why I got a feeling he know that them two are messing around. I think he know. And he went after that girl intentionally. I think he did it intentionally. But either way it goes, wrong. That is your son's girl, and the fact that you went after her, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Like I said, I feel bad for him because he gonna be seriously hurt, and Flawless, you gonna be back out there again, girl. Just accept the fact you gonna have to go get a regular job or go right back out there on the stripper pole. Cause honey, these men, girl, as many times as you've been ran through at this point, girl, these men ain't gonna be with you at this point. They just ain't. They're just not. So, girl, you might well just go ahead on and go right back to the strip pole, or you need to do whatever. But the point is, you need to figure it out. Anyway, I think that's it that I can think of right now. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else, because we ain't seen Angeline. We ain't seen none of that. Like I said, the trip with Jamaica was just them sitting around and so on and so forth. There was no fun things. We ain't seen nothing exciting compared to Spain. But they basically picked Spain was better. They traveled. We actually got to see Spain. We got to see everything that was Spain. And this one, we didn't see nothing. All we seen them was sitting around the resort. We didn't even see them go outside the resort. We didn't see them go on a tour. At least with Amber and them, we saw all of that. So, like I said, oh yeah, J-Mo, Trey, and Ernestine, they were even better than the Jamaica trip. But Ernestine, just tell Jay the truth. Because he is out here cheating too. So just let him go. Move on with Trey and call it a day. Ain't no point in trying to, hide it this